Hello, survivors! Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day, feeling good. Okay, welcome to the stream, guys. Here we go in chat. We've got Wheelie Boss, Christian, Bretland, Daylight, Seren, Valiant. I hope you're all having a great day. Like I say, thank you very much for tuning in. Thursday stream is a go. Thursday stream is a go. And it is an SR tournament on the go as well, which I completely kind of did see, didn't see, did a little bit. Forgot about. But yeah. But good evening, Bretlands. Howdy, howdy, indeed. What's up, Daylight? Hey, everybody. What's up, Valiant? I was the only one left on Moonstream yesterday. I think he streamed after I went to bed. I went to bed reasonably early yesterday. Reasonably. I think he streamed after I went to bed. I was the only one left. Some sheer... Will you actually be streaming all the way until the event start time? No. Doesn't the event start at like 1 AM my time? It starts in about 5 hours. I'm not going to be streaming for that long. I had to sleep at 11 PM when we were still going. Yeah. I went to bed quite early yesterday. I'll be honest though, after I released my content, I didn't do too much else. Relaxed a little bit. Played a little bit of games with my brother until about, I think it was about 7 o'clock. And then I just kind of lounged. What's up, Rabin? Welcome to the stream. I told you guys I have a lot of respect for you. Well, I appreciate the commitment to sticking around. If you're enjoying the stream, that's great. That's great. But thank you guys for tuning in, and also thank you very much for the early likes on the stream as well. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Reflect. I see it. I seen it. Okay, guys, what do you think about this SR versus the other SR? This is like air quotes normal SR, right? Normal. Normal. Obviously the rewards are nowhere near as good. You don't have to do as many stages, but it doesn't take anywhere near as much time. I wish they'd be smart about the SR. I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. Kind of what's the words? There's a terminology for it. Blood out of a stone. It's one way of saying it. Head against, is it head against the brick wall or something like that? Like, even if you know the best way to do something, you've got to hope that the person who doesn't have a clue pay attention. It's tough. It's a tough situation. It's actually why I quit working somewhere before, because I was having to deal with my bosses who didn't know anything about what I was talking about and were telling me to do it a different way, and then eventually it would get to like the actual end game of what I was doing, and it's like, oh, this isn't working very well. It's like, oh, really? I wonder why that's not going very well. Oh goodness. You are in PC. What are the discussions leading to? I mean, I can't really talk about it too much, but it's about the results a lot of the time. I'd say the discussions are a bit like again, I can't really talk about it. What's up, Fury? Welcome to the stream. I did everything I could do with Emperor Ezekiel event and still didn't get him maxed LE3. I mean, it's nowhere near over. It's nowhere near over yet. Hasn't it still got like weeks to go? I thought it was like a 5-week long event. Yeah, it still has 25 days to go. It's got ages to go. What's up, Joel? Welcome to the stream. We also just got 5k, well, at least I got 5k arrowheads today, or whatever. Is it javelin heads? It's from the logging calendar. Pretty decent amount. I had a guy in a whale faction ask how I beat his team and stop his Vance. How you stop his Vance? Vance is just like, in general, pretty easy to take out now. Just because we have a lot of control characters and stuff. Normalize is nice, but there is normalize resist around. But yeah. How are you doing on this Ezekiel event, guys? Okay, I've used all my energy. I think I can get number 2 right now. I should have enough to get number 2 right now. Should. There we go, should. So this is number 2. So I should be able to upgrade him now to grade 5. I could potentially start leveling him. And like that, it's 24 days to go. So over 3 weeks, and there's going to be 3 weeks of these events, like missions as well. So you're going to get 3 more weeks of potentially like 10 to 12k. So that's like 1 copy. Then there's going to be more road maps, more. The war this weekend, I think, probably has them in milestones. You know, there are more places to get. You have to put in a lot of effort, but there are more places to get. I have to finish this roadmap. I have to finish these. I do have to finish these. How did he absolute defend the second one? He was stunned. You saw it. He was stunned. Actually, I'm not going to do this team. Genuinely baffled that actually how that happened. He was stunned on that second attack. Did not block the damage. What should we do? What's the requirements? Oh, it's 2 rebels. I see. I'll probably just take infection team or something. Leader. We haven't used much infection recently. Definitely a good option. We need infection, and I think we need some control. And I think I'll go with Diamond. Seems to be really good. Diamond control. Is she support? Nope. She's precision, isn't she? Yay. Yeah, she is. I like her a lot. And then we could go with Carl as well, like ultimate troll. Where is he? Oh, he's not precision. He is support. Yes. Okay, we're going with the ultimate trolley team. I got the 5k calendar too. Nice. Advance from haloing. Yeah. I have 2 of him plus 19,000 feathers. The less we speak about this, the better. And then, what do I want here? I'll probably go with one of these. Actually, she needs a bit more of an attacking weapon. She's actually got some pretty good damages. Do that. And then he can go over defense. Actually, we'll probably... Do I need it? That'll be a 60% defense buff though. That would be actually quite nice. That would actually be quite nice. And we can take a support character. Let's take Ajax. I'm not sure whose Ajax I just took, but we're going to take Ajax. I don't wait. Got him LB3 day one. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. So we can do this. That's going to stun 3. Does this just stun the other 2? Haha! Get record. Get record. 100% heal reduction her, so no bonus HP. That's nice. And then I think we actually have to kill this dude, unfortunately. The rest should just die. Oh, am I wrong? Looks like I'm wrong. Okay, we'll disarm this dude. Didn't disarm him. Okay, we can get rid of that. That's nice. Oh, damn it. What does his thing do again? When this specialist performs a critical attack, remove all bonus HP from the target and apply 100% heal reduction. Well, he's gonna die. I mean, he only revives 1 in these roadmaps, and I don't think he gets Halo, so it's not that big a problem. It shouldn't be that big a problem. Unless... Oh no, I can just stun him right now. Perfect. Absolutely went to plan. Went to plan. We might have just blown up Rick here. No? Maybe. Seems we did. Destruction. I might just use all the Ajaxes. Seem to work okay. Same sort of deal. Yep, that one. And then that one. And do that. Heal reduction. Cool. Need more Nick. I need one more Nick. He's the only Gold Mythic character I do not have, or Gold Mythic Will character I don't have to LB3. It was their team of Tree Rick, Jesus 2K, PK, Nor, and Vance versus my team, Raulito, Hengyen, Brutus, Laura, and Thanksgiving Dale. I mean, it is kind of surprising you beat that team because you've got almost 0 control. So it is a little bit surprising. Like, you've got 0, well, it's only Vance. And you've got 2 safety nets. I wouldn't put Nora in there, honestly. Oh no, wait, sorry, that's the defense team. Dale and Laura. I tried to use teams with both Dale and Laura. It just takes up too much space. It just felt like it took up too much space. Like, you need a controller in that team. Instead of... Probably instead of Dale, I'd put a controller there. Like, even this Cull that I'm using right now would be decent. I don't know what his second hit does. Could have been bad. Could have been bad. We should have someone die now. Oh no, not PK. Not PK. As long as a few others die right now, I think this guy needs to get... Okay, it is. As long as a few others die right now, it's decent. Great. Diamond for the win. But what's up, J Floyd, as well? Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure a Well would be running that as a main defense. Yeah, I mean, they're all free-to-play characters, pretty much, except Nor, but you could have probably got Nor LB3. So I wouldn't say that's a well team indeed. That is there for camo. Oh yeah, true enough. He's got the camo, that's right. If you want, but I mean, you've got camo, and you've got normalize, like heavy normalize. Yeah, it's funny because obviously free-to-play characters just don't have it. How many medics we got here? Is he's a tank. Is he a medic? No, he's a support character. Okay. We'll get those two. And then we'll get those, like, just 2 others. We'll just get 2 others. She'll be last. Not ideal. Not ideal. Minus 100 AP. Minus 100 AP. Don't want her doing her, like, Halo. It's crazy to think that Nort actually has Halo. Like, how powerful that is. Crazy. I don't know. I don't think I have any heal reduction or anything, so she's going to be constantly healing, right? Oh no, she's not got any passives. Okay. And Dale will cleanse when needed. Also, Brutus and Hengen have stun. Okay. I mean, if it works, it works. I'm always a proponent of, like, I always like say that if something works for you, great. Keep going with it. As long as you're winning reasonably quickly, then it's great. I believe in people having, you know, styles of play. I don't believe like there's as much as the cookie cutter stuff as it could be. Okay, we'll stun those 2. We have to do way too much control against that dudes. He'll probably get stunned now. He doesn't. That's good. We could like level loads of stuff at him right now and see what happens. He'll cleanse stuff periodically. First of all, he cleansed the. He cleansed something. He definitely cleansed something. She's got 2 more turns on this. I should have maybe crit. Jesus, he cleansed 2 things. Okay, he's got self-cleanse, yeah. Okay, we had some cleanses come in. Still got infection on these 2 characters. That's good. What do I want to do now? Try and get a basic attack in pair. 60% chance. Tried twice, did not work. Although I could get lucky. With her, it's a bit too hit and miss. Oh, no crit. It's a shame. Forgot to put team in there. I have a new attack being in a new region with half the people having Casanova Davy. Lovely. Lovely. Love a bit of Casanova Davy. Who does Guardian Shields? Does she do Guardian Shields? 2 other teammates get a Guardian Shield. Okay. So we'll do that. And then try and disarm some people. And we'll try and do some damage. And maybe do... Oh, we did 14 Guardian Shield. Get wrecked. So her... Oh, she doesn't do damage rush. She doesn't do damage rush. So she just can't ever revive. Okay, that's not a problem then. That's not a problem. It don't matter. It's this scumbag here that matters. All those annoying cleansers. Very annoying cleansers. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. We're gonna have to get some stun on him. Defense down. don't think this does anything. You just can't cleanse too much. Cannot cleanse too much. Wait, how did she just... Where did she come from? Wasn't she dead? I'm 90% sure she was dead. Like, it took her 4 turns to Halo. Excuse me? Noah picked up Eris. How? She didn't do her rush. She just died. That was odd. I also see a lot of this region with Eris. I think the World Champions Outlast team. Yeah. Indeed. Oh, good. I had a guy in shields. Oh, you're in trouble. Nice. She did rush. Didn't see it. Didn't see the animation. That was weird. Done. Done. Okay, we'll get through this roadmap with a bit more of a standard team. None of those other tunes work with Casanova Daylight. Teams I don't have: Casanova, Davy, Circuit, and Easter Jesus. Sometimes with Carl 2K. Yeah, I never see. You don't see those characters together so much. A lot of the time, I'm seeing like Carl with Alpha Lead or Carl on this new Hina team. Carl is a bit frustrating, but there is a way to counter him quite early on in the fight. Erica actually counters him, like hard counters him. His specialist skill doesn't work against Erica. Main bypasses his specialist skill, and if you build Erica correctly, you can do like 100k off of turn 1 with her signature move, and that's generally going to take out a Carl because it also bypasses bonus HP. So unless a Carl has 100k base HP, which is very unlikely, as in I've never seen one. I've seen ones with like 70 and 80, but never 100. And that's with Tyrese 2K lead, so that's with a bigger HP boost. Definitely there's some counters out there for her, or for him, should I say. Casanova there is a rainbow lead for HP. Yellow and red get defense. Yeah, true, but I rarely ever see grains on Casanova Davy teams. And I think it's less because of they can potentially work with him, it's just they work better elsewhere. And because we have 3 defenses. Most of the time I see alerts, fast, and sometimes I've seen the odd tough. Which is odd, honestly, I'll be honest, it's odd. Just because I'm sure there's better leaders for tough characters too. Hey, what's up, Cygnus? Just woke up from a nap. But why 2 1x Halos? Yeah, you want to spread those around. Those are like probably one of the most overpowered things in the game right now is turn 1 Halo. So Circuit and Casanova Davy just massively speed up the potential. Well, not speed up, like slow down, should I say, the attack team, but like increase the potential of your defense team surviving and doing stuff, you know? Especially if they've got good signature moves, because they'll instantly revive on the first turn and just do 6 moves straight away. Which is obviously powerful. There are counters to it, like burn and stuff like that, but yeah. I've seen circuit in Davy teams and like it always confuses me. Yes, it's good. It's good for you. It means that the other teams that that person has aren't going to be as problematic. Now imagine those stacked. Imagine it was like, yeah, now it's going to be a 2-turn Halo. That'd be a slightly different. That'd be slightly different. Will the yellow ransack? Yeah, sure. It won't just work on her line attack. It would do it potentially 4 times. You could steal. Is it 3? I think it's 3 per hit, so you could potentially steal 12 effects. It's a shame she doesn't work with effects. That would have been cool. I can't remember if it's 3 or 2. It might just be a normal ransack weapon, right? It looked really basic, right? Did it just look really basic? There it is. Look like a walking stick. That's what I see. It's like proper old man walking stick, but it's a spanner apparently. Yeah, 3 positive effects. So her signature move or whatever it was could, if you attacked a fast character, was it him? Was it her? No, actually it wasn't her, was it? I'm mixing her up with Tyrese a little bit. She can only attack. Oh no, she attacks 4 times. Yeah, so she can potentially attack, steal up to 12 positive effects, but I'm not so sure if it's worth it or not. Not so sure. I like the fact that she. Like, I didn't like this once before, but I like the fact that she leaves a little bit of bonus HP left. Like if you remove 70% 4 times from someone who's got 100% bonus HP, they're gonna have like a couple of percent bonus HP left at the end. Very, very small amount. If they've got 200k base, you're looking at like an extra 10k bonus HP, which is nothing. If you've got Sophia, I think the team up there could be really good. Yeah, I think the team up could be actually pretty good there. It's just a shame that Marcus's Elite isn't that great. He didn't really hit the mark. For me at least. Halo plus Outlast is way to go. Yeah, stops your team from being taken out first turn. Yeah. Tyrese looks like a monster. Julie's for the birds. I don't know. I think Julie potentially will be a really good combo with Sophia, like I say. You're getting much higher bonus HP teams now. The potential of bonus HP is really, really high now. And even Sophia is kind of starting to fall off a little bit just because of the increased stats they're bringing out. Remember, deal damage, which is what Sophia has the biggest chance of falling off because it has the lowest potential out of all the attacks types. Because it's limited. It doesn't crit, you can't increase it with crit multiplier. It only is as good as a Sophia's attack is. You know, deal damage to a line of enemies, 1200%. Deal 800% to a single an enemy. The reason why Raven is just constantly scaling and why Raven is just so good is because they brought out new weapons that work with Raven and they're absolutely crazy. Like this new weapon here, the Magnified Strikes weapon, is just nuts for Raven. And she out damages Sophia massively. Her high-end damage potential is much higher than Sophia, but Sophia just has like a better, like at lower HPs, she has a better chance of taking out teams. You know? But against these next generation characters, Sophia will slightly fall off and Raven will stick around, I think. Last of all, I saw Davey team where they swapped his weapon, so he had no Halo. Yeah, I saw that as well, actually. I did see that. Weird. Right? Very strange. That's it. That's his, like, honestly, that's the main thing he brings to the table, in my opinion. And the fact that he just is very tanky and got, like, just annoying leader skill. That's about it. But you remove his Halo, it's just like, okay. I use Rosie. Rosie? I use Rosie for bonus HP. Trying to decide where Tyrese could go. Still want to run Akira too. Like they nerf him. Till they nerf him. I don't think they're going to nerf Akira. They'll bring out counters, sure, but they're not going to nerf character. Like they're generally never going to nerf a character at this point. I'd even be surprised if we ever got a buff again. I don't know if the buffs worked as intended. Like Scopely have an intention, and we have a air quotes an intention too. Like we have a hope that something will happen a certain way, but what Scopely want is very different than what we want. So like that might have been a failure from Scopely's perspective, but I think the buffed characters was actually a success to a certain extent. I know some people didn't like Carol's buff, but still. Rosita, okay. I use Rosita. I mean, Rosita. So the thing about Rosita is she can get controlled, right? She can get controlled, but Julie cannot. Julie can't get controlled. She's a disarm. She cannot get controlled. I think Tyrese would go in a team again, like to form a team against these Davey defense teams, and the fact that he can't get reflected is beautiful. What I can't work out is how we're gonna protect ourselves against those teams. Is it Dale? I think it could be Dale, right? And then you have to rely on someone like Crag, or what's that green control they gave out? Like surfboards, surfer dude. This dude, Winter Benjamin. If you're free to play, like strong, free to play don't have a strong attack character, do they? Pretty sure they don't. Titan, Ghost, but Ghost is way fallen off. Titan's better than Ghost. Michonne might have a comeback. I think Michonne has the potential of having a comeback. With this weapon from the Battle Pass, it's just I don't know if she's just her attack stat so low. Her attack stat is so low. It's legit like 13k less than Tyrese. So he has 50% more attack than her. They talk about a power creep, but damn. But yeah. Damn. I think I've done this. Yeah. Okay. What's up, Hando? Welcome to the stream. Sarge is one of my faves to use. I got one copy of Sarge just for Faction Assault. Doesn't Sarge run into the issues of payback and stuff? I'm pretty sure he would, right? I see people raving about him, but I look at his kit again and I'm like, yeah, he's going to get payback constantly. Sure, there's some Guardian shields around, but he's going to get payback a lot. Is it bugged? It's bugged. Hopefully it fixes. What's the condition? Defeat the boss and meet the minimum damage requirement. Boss is defeated and I have met the minimum damage requirement. Hopefully that's just a visual bug. I think it is. I think I've counted it before. And I have to remember to count it again, but I think that's a visual bug, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I've got the 6 here. Let's see how many I need to do now. I need to spend some gold medals today. I need to spend some gold medals. Who should I increase in the gold medals? Takes them in. Okay, I mean the other ones did not, so maybe it's because I defeated the boss. I don't know. Protect against who? Paybacks. Maybe we could ask on a small buff on her. What are Sophia? I don't know about that one. Some Denise teams are only set up. Akira can't take in 2 turns. Might break the game. Wait, some Denise teams are only set up. Akira can't take in 2 turns. Might break. But I mean, if you've got reduction, like people can go back to reduction teams. They exist. Nick, I actually cannot use gold medals on Nick because I haven't got him to LB3. Funnily enough. Damn it. I'm so disappointed. Let me see. I could go with Sebastian Milton. Just getting a bit more stats. Let's do that. There's no one else really. There you go, Sebastian Milton. Max you out as well. Worth. And I think I've got to do some military supplies. I've also got to do maybe some more faction assault attacks. But I can do them tomorrow. I can do the faction assault attacks tomorrow. I might have to spend some coins. Do we not get enough? I'm pretty sure I did it every day. Just like we not got enough. Okay, I need to spend like 1 million. 1 million. It's a shame they don't have an option to just trade in military supplies. I would probably take it. Okay, let's upgrade something on Akira here. Because I'm pretty sure I missed one thing. Like cunning, might as well. Might as well do a little bit of cunning. Just because. Who else is like new? We have Andrea somewhere. Where is she? Andrea. Yeah. Not sure if I've done any of her passives. Enemy resistance is low at the start of each holiday heroes allegiance. You get to counter damage is bad. Chance the enemy gets a random debilitating. Okay, that's pretty decent. Oh wait, what we'll do? I think we'll just. Is it 100% chance? No, I'm not spending one of those trainers for a 2% chance, so we'll do that. Bedtime, and we'll spend it for a little bit more though. Spend it for 10% or whatever it is now. He's come back. Only issue I've had is Starge is his control is random when you get camo, so stun could land on a tune with defense versus stun. Shows you finished. Yeah, it shows I finished it, but it didn't show I got the second bonus on faction assault for whatever reason. I'll check it in a second. Like recheck it. Andrea. Max. Still not enough, is it? We'll have to go probably to a bunch of 9s. Precision's good to get to 9. And then what's the other ones? The counter damage is kind of useless. Chance all teammates get 25 crit for each other. I mean, that's not really that big a deal, but it gives her a crit boost and better chance to hit the her stuff. So there we go. We'll leave it at that. That should be enough, right? I think it is. I got 11, so I think that's enough. Should be all missions complete now, right? No. Oh yeah, there's faction assault ones I gotta do. Everything else is done though. Hallelujah. Okay, we're probably gonna get a new mission. Oh, it won't be a mission, it'll be part of the weekend stuff. Okay, let's just check faction assault. He's now 10 out of 10. Okay, you're right. Who said that? Was that Valiant? Takes them in, yeah. There we go. John or Raulito? Huh. I mean, with Kira, does make Raulito less. I mean, it's actually kind of interesting. With Akira, it does make Raulito less powerful, but at the same time, his leader skill becomes more powerful to a certain extent, you know? So there is that. Tyrese and Akira together is going to be a lot of fun, honestly. Oh, and if you can't tell, this is what I've been going to be doing in this game mode. Akira gets defaulted to my team now, and I just defend on him straight away. I could probably do an attack with him, but it's just good practice because I do it against walkers as well. It's great, so I can just defend with everybody. But these sort of stages, it is very powerful. And this is him in an auto-fill defense team, so I mean they probably have 1535s and stuff, but yeah. I've had more fun. I mean, I will be honest, Burn is more fun than Infection, generally speaking. Burn is more fun with it than Infection. But John is kind of unique, whereas I think just Raulito isn't as unique. It is nice though. Do you think the new Tyrese will be good with just a copy or two? He'll be more of a support character if you only have a couple of copies. I think I did chat about it in my video on him slightly, because his passive gets extra activation on keep on rolling. You can maybe make up the damage here. So effectively, like, as much as he won't be as high tier, he'll still do damage because he's getting 60% boosts every turn. But the signature move is always turn 1. It doesn't ever go like, oh no wait, it isn't always turn 1. Sorry, it's always a normalize. It's always a normalize. It's not like some others where it doesn't have normalize until a certain turn. So it's always a normalize, but you could do it turn 2 and it'd still be decent. So I think if you've only got 2 copies, you would want to build him a bit more defensively, like HP mods and maybe defense mods, honestly. Like HP set defense, and it would boost his those stats up a little bit, and then just rely on his special skill to give him attack buff, because he's going to get a decent attack buff from that. And then on turn 2 he's got a 60% bonus, so like you don't have him maxed out, and he can only do a turn 2 sig, but he's got a 60% attack buff now, whereas most people who are going to do it off turn 1 aren't going to have that boost. The only downside is I think you don't get the full reflect until limit break 3. Yeah, reflect reduction. And that is, as much as he is a really heavy hitter, he has normalized, has all this stuff. In my opinion, that is probably the most powerful part of his kit, is the 100% reduction. So he doesn't need to get Guardian Shields. He's basically like Heng Yen, but the ultra version of Heng Yen, obviously. But yeah, he's the ultra version of Heng Yen. He's not going to be able to take out entire teams, but he is the ultra version of Heng Yen for sure. And he does buff Akira as well after the first turn. So 60% attack buff on him. His damage is going to be really high as well. I think it's 39k with the lieutenants. I can't exactly remember, but it's massive. It's massive. He's the first ultra damage dealer in the, like, I want to call it like Mythic 3.0 era, you know. I'd say we're in like, no wait, we're probably like closer to 4.0 now, right? The first part of it was when we first got mythics in the museum. Second part of it was like the next batch of characters came out as promos and stuff. The third part was ultra and advanced, and then now this is the fourth part with the stat boost. I'd say it's probably for the fourth like section of, and this era's lasted the longest because they're definitely scared of doing a reset, because this is effectively a reset just without the change in the names and stuff. At least it's less effective this way. At least it's less effective. Stats boost at this point being only like a 15% boost versus the difference between a S-class and a mythic is massive. So yeah. They'll probably do another stats boost in like a year's time, I guess. They'll probably just continue to do it so that it properly rules out the older ones. You think it could make sense to not level his built-in Rampage? Yeah, for sure. I would level it very, very... Oh, wait. No, not at all. No. He can't get reflected. He can't get reflected. As long as you've got camo, he can't get reflected. He reduces all reflect to 0. All reflect and all counter damage. He cannot take any reflect or counter damage. So initially it seems bad, but the pie era. But yeah, the reflect reduction is the big part, honestly. LB3 is it. So you don't have to not reduce. You don't have to not level that because he's just getting bonuses constantly. I mainly see that as like removing guardian shields and stuff. Like personally. Now, do you think you could build him with like a ransack weapon and then nuke on turn 1 and steal people's halos? Because his everything crits, so even his rush would steal someone's halo. You could make it so that he did his sig against the line and hit them 4 times, steal their halos, yeah, and then kill them, and then his rush would do the same, steal someone's halo and kill them. And then obviously the halo buffs his rush. That's actually interesting. If he had a ransack weapon, his rush would get buffed. He could theoretically kill 3 people turn 1 with almost 0 risk because he can't get reflected. Just as long as there was a character out there that gave the boosts. But he would need Laura then. So it'd be less of an Akira boost then. And he would need like Dale most likely. Was thinking about the other teammates. Yeah, but if you have camo, you're going to need camo anyway, right? You're going to need camo from somewhere. Right? You're going to need camo from somewhere. Hey, what's up, Logan? Welcome to the stream. What is he? Support? Yeah. So you're going to need camo from somewhere. You're going to need... If you want to rush turn 1 3 times... well, if you want to kill 3 people for turn 1, you're going to also need... She a controller as well. Okay. And then... it would be... Well, we'll put Tyrese in. Sirens. Tyrese. And then this is the part where you gotta guess what to do next. This is the part. You need some control. If you have some damage as a leader, because again, this guy could also ransack with his sig, and then you could effectively steal four people's halos turn 1, and then and get kills in with those. Shane leads, yeah, if you have him. BP weapon. I'm thinking a ransack weapon, honestly. I'm thinking a ransack weapon. That's not the right ones to look at. I don't have a good ransack weapon though. Because if he stole away the buffs, I think it's the best ransack I've got. Which is just... yeah. I mean, he potentially could do defense down on the first hits, and then the second hits would have a better chance of nuking. But it's not high damage. Is there a really good ransack weapon? I don't think there is there? Ghost. Nah. Is there anyone who does like... I mean, other than Crag, I think Crag would be it. Is there anyone that does... I mean, look at his damage, actually. And then you've got 4 strong characters, actually, and you're getting a mad attack buff from Dale. The only problem is, historically, I've tested these teams, and they're really slow, but Tyrese could be the one that changes it. He could be the one that changes it. And then basically I'd... Wait, what? Oh, I was like, I haven't got any alert weapons. Bro, what's going on? Someone fix my account. I could do like 20% defense buff, and that would buff Tyrese as well on his rush because he's getting a defense buff. I wonder if Dale's weapon buff counts as a separate buff on top of his special skill buff. I guess they count as 2 separate ones. It's interesting how they slowly buff the attack stats of new characters. I was wondering because Titan... yeah, Titan's more of a support character now, honestly. Titan's more of a support character. Like, I use him for holding a ransack weapon and for holding... what else for holding? And the fact that he can normalize. His rush still hits reasonably hard though. His interaction with Trader is also really good. The fact that he can rush quite often. Like, he can rush 2 turns in a row with Trader and Laura. Like, he can rush and then be commanded by Laura and rush again. It counts as different buffs. I know it counts as different buffs when it comes to an honor roll and multipliers as the speech bubble buff. Does it count as different buffs for Tyrese's adrenaline rush, which says for each positive buff he has, he gets 200% attack boost? That part I don't know. I'll save this team and we'll just try it out. Hopefully I can get Tyrese high limit break. But other than that, I'd probably go with because then you can decide to command either Crag or Tyrese. Like, if you're coming up against Eris, you can command Crag. And if you're coming up against... but does Crag have a chance to steal as well? Let me just see this. Rebel teammates. Oh, it's a shame he's not even a team with Rebels. Nah. I thought he had a chance to... oh, he does! He has ransack on his weapon. Wait, is that his weapon? Nah, it can't be his weapon. Is that his base? It is. So he's got base ransack. Did I upgrade this already? I haven't upgraded it. I need to upgrade it. So I would have 3 ransack. This is like really good against to win turn 1. I haven't seen the buff from Dale's weapon as a speech buff. I mean, it definitely is a speech bubble buff. That's how it works. All weapon buffs work as speech bubbles. Like, I can take that team into a fight right now. Actually, it'd be interesting to see how that works. It won't have the big boy, but we can take it into a fight. Let's try and find the Davy leads. Who should I use instead? Should I just use Titan? Let's just use Titan instead. Not exactly the same, but reasonable, right? And I will use the ransack weapon as well, but again, won't work exactly the same. And look, even Titan can get 110k attack in this particular team, and then he's instantly gonna have a 60% attack buff. So you can see it's a speech bubble buff because he gets 15% per strong. So it makes up for the lack of 1535s a little bit. I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing. My brain was just like, sig move. Let me just do this again. Rematch, let's go. Oh goodness. I wanted to do this. I don't know why I did the other one first. I don't know what happened there. And then I would give Titan his rush, right? That's right. Yeah. And then does he get like a bonus? So like as long as I kill a character, I get Halo on him. The payback will come back, but I'll just revive myself automatically. So I could kind of do that cheese even with like Crag to a certain extent. That would be decent, you know, all things considered. That'd be decent. Yeah, I think like against this team, not so much. But when I've got line normalize, it'll be great. It'll be great. And against Davey teams, I think that's gonna be awesome. Have we still got camo? We do. I might be able to take out all three of these. Let's see. Oh, we only took out two. We only took out two. I still get the Halo though. That's kind of amusing. That is kind of amusing. It amuses me. We're going to start reviving enemies now. There's one. This is what I'm saying. Like, strong teams have been historically way too slow. Look how slow this has been. Even if I was to win, it's been way too slow. Oh, I've got 2 revive weapons in this team now as well. So revive ransack on Tyrese. It's like 3 revives and then 1 improved. That would be kind of cool. I think that would work really, really well. Improved revive. He's got improved revive. You know what? If someone has this weapon again, they need to have put ransack on it. Improved revive ransack. 50% attack. I know you could get more than one of these. I know it's like, oh, you're sacrificing the 1535 like increase, but still. I don't think there's been any other good ransack weapons given out, right? I'm pretty sure I've got no other ransacks. Oh no, it's called Ransacking Club. Maybe that's the only reason I can see that that's the one. I'm pretty sure I haven't got any though. I'm pretty sure I haven't. Okay, I've got to look at this, the last one. Does it just say ransack? There we go. Improve ransack on this weapon, but not so big a deal. I improve ransack here. See, I'm 100% certain this guy could be used instead of Crag. I think he gets a attack boost too, right? I'll have to check out his kit again. And then there'll be like another improved ransack somewhere. Or just a normal ransack. I haven't seen Crag's weapon. But yeah. Do I have to build another ransack? Ajax sword, yeah, defensive one. Defensive one. What got put back in here? Alright, it's Laura's one. It looks quite nice here, but when you look at it here, it just looks kind of ridiculous. Who has like a launcher on a revolver? Would that potentially be like a flare gun or something? Try crafting round set into green guitar. What, the hero guitar? Yeah, I guess I could. Not many other options. Was that good base? I think it was. It would only go up to 45% attack though, right? Because didn't it have like a really bad stat? I've got to find it. There it is. Okay, it'll go up to 50. I think that would be it though. That would be the option. And that could be his weapon. Would be alright, right? The only thing is, I will say this. Tyrese does get boosts from attacking characters. So he could utilize like, well, he could utilize the third slot here on any weapon. Yeah. And the battle pass weapon, it's the 4 slot that's good, right? Yeah. Yeah. Prove attack damage. Does he bypass defense bonuses already? Did I misread part of his kit before? Nope. Is Target to release today? Yeah. Whatever day it is for you guys, I'm pretty sure it's Thursday. The new character always gets released today. You can see the timer cooldown. 3 hours 51 minutes. When that goes down, something always gets released again. This is one of the few things you can almost guarantee, is that something's going to replace the characters that are there. So Roland and Hina are going away, and Tyrese is coming in. And next week, in 7 days and 3 hours and 51 minutes, something's going to replace Akira. Something's going to replace the Ultra Choice characters here. So and Crag's in here, so like they know that Shane and Crag works with Tyrese. Like they don't do this on by accident. They know that those two characters work with Tyrese. Like it isn't like a mistake. They know these characters work because they tested them for, you know, ages. You're gonna do 7 pulls. I would not recommend it. I would not recommend 7 pulls. I would recommend saving until you get 18. There's one thing you can guarantee about with RTS. As long as RTS is around, there's going to be new characters that come out every week. Just wait for a future damage roll. Like, this is really important, actually. Damage dealers are one of the best things to pull for, but getting a minimum amount of copies is the most important part. The most important part. The only character that I think you can pull for and only get 1 copy is here, Akira. If you've got 1 copy of Akira, you're absolutely fine. He's still going to be really good. You know? But Tyrese needs like 4 copies minimum. Ty is too good to pass up. But you see, the thing is, you are passing him up. You're very unlikely to get enough copies out of 7 pulls. But I'm risking it, and I've got 20. So just there, I'm risking it. But I would say 18 is the risk factor on an Ultra. But if you want to do it, it's up to you, but would not recommend it. You could literally come out of it with 1 copy and it's useless. If you wait a couple more months, you're going to have more Ultra tokens. You can guarantee yourself an LB1 damage dealer. That's going to be obviously great for you. And that's if you just get unlucky. That's why I do satanic rituals before pulling, and it works every time. It's like that. It's like that. It just takes too long. I mean, if you spend them like badly, it's even worse. As a free-to-play, you need to be patient and you need to work hard. You can't just spend your resources the second you get them. You know, it just can't be done that way. The green team, no, it relies pretty much on Crag. It relies pretty much on Crag. But there's only really Eris that needs, well, not just Crag, it also relies on the normalize of Tyrese himself. That's why I don't like Shane as a leader generally. I might sacrifice Shane lead to go for someone else instead. Like, Trader is always a good option, to be honest. Oni-chan, I plan to pull for the new tie. I have 190k. There we go. 18 pulls. You're giving yourself a reasonable chance. You can guarantee yourself LB1. Even if you only get one copy, LB2 is still actually good. Obviously, LB3 is what you need and you want, you desire. Best of luck. Best of luck. Trader best controller, yeah. He pretty much is. And he's got mad longevity too because he doesn't need to do damage. They made a mistake with that character. I said it at the time. He just had way too much going on. Way too much. He was so overtuned. The fact that his signature move, his rush, like 2 of his passives, like everything was just like has such heavy longevity. It was bad. Is Crag the bad guy from Ninja Turtles? They really need his 2K version with that body. Oh, that'd be actually kind of funny. Crag 2K. I made a mistake with Rosita, even though she ended up LB2. I mean, I think Rosita is good, but she can get control with her signature move, and there's a lot of camouflage around now. That's the problem. The thing with Carson is to not touch him until you can nuke him. He will just keep healing. This is true. This is true. And that's why like Crag's good. And so is Tyrese's rush is good. Telltale Season 2 when? So you're a Telltale fan, this Stick Boy. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If you're a Telltale fan, you should just save your tokens. There's even more reason to save your tokens for a potential Telltale release. You know? 100%. And you know that a Telltale character is going to be Ultra. You know it. Why is 1x Akira still good? He gets the burn passive with 1 copy. If you get 2 copies, he gets a buff on the burn passive. If he gets 5 copies, he gets a second buff. I did touch on it a little bit in my last video. I can maybe go over it in a bit finer detail. I'll probably do that early next week. Once I've got a bit more footage of him from War. Is it a Blitz this weekend or a CRW? If it's a Blitz, I might try and release it on Sunday. You're thinking of Krang. Krang actually, like, genuinely gave me kind of nightmare fuel when I was younger. I wasn't scared of him, it was just the visuals, man. He was literally just a brain in a box. It's a Blitz, okay. And it starts early, right? I need to remember to get some points early. Telltale, The Walking Dead, and Life is Strange are the only games they've ever made right. Yeah, Life is Strange was great. Life is Strange was great. Have you played all of Life is Strange, or just the first like game? I heard Blitz, yeah, me too. I heard it from Cygnus. Rosita is an S++, but she's so useful in so many scenarios that she's still worth it. Yeah, she's not. I think a lot of people when they originally saw her as a damage dealer. I always saw as a support character, you know. RTS makes me cry most days. Or cry yourself to sleep, Bretland. Is that what you're saying? Understood. Understood. Stream tomorrow when it starts. I mean, I'll stream on Saturday for sure. I actually have a meeting with Counterplay tomorrow, so I might be in my meeting warring. So yeah. Why they start? I think they start it earlier because a lot of Europeans have been requesting it. An earlier start time doesn't actually affect it too much. The earlier finish time affects things a bit too much. Like, what would you guys think of a Blitz War that instead of it lasting 24 hours, lasted 28 hours? Where it started 4 hours earlier, like the current start time is 4 hours earlier, but it also finished at the usual time. I think the end time is bad for Americans, but the new start time is good for Europeans because it now ends like really early morning instead of like the afternoon. That would work. I mean, I thought so too. I did recommend it in PC, just, you know, as an option. Counterplay meeting tomorrow. Threaten to quit fluffing all the new tunes unless they give you the bag. Fluffing all the new tunes, what does that mean? The early start means I can normally get 75 or 100k before I sleep, better than waking up to 75 or 100k. Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel like as well. I mean, I don't necessarily get that many points. I maybe get like 30 or 40k, but I'm waking up to 30, 40k, and it's optional if I war in the morning. And then when I stream, I've already got points, rather than when I stream, I've got 0. And I'm feeling like the pressure to do it a bit more. Hyping up Julie. All I do with characters is preview them. I don't hype them up. I'm just generally hyped about the game. I do enjoy the game a lot. At no point did I say Julie was a must-have character. I did say that to a certain extent with Akira with 1 copy. I led on to that, but I try not to do that in the previews. I try and make the previews just like how the character works. You know, if it makes sense. And most characters do work well, and most characters, their kit makes sense, you know? Can you fit into how your roster works? That's different. Have you got more powerful characters? That's different. You know? These things are very different. Sheila, I mean, I definitely didn't hype Sheila. I just went over her kit and just said exactly how she works, and that it makes sense, and this doesn't work, and passive works with this part of the kit. And that's all I ever say. That's all I ever say. We all know Sheila was trash. I've never actually faced a Sheila. I don't even know if she's an attack or defense character at this point. She also was one of the last characters to be released in the old stats, so that doesn't help her cause, to be honest. What tier do you think Nutai is? I mean, he's instantly the highest attack stat character, I'm pretty sure. He's nearly got 40k base. He can normalize a line. I'd say he's really good. Like, like, if you want to hint on characters that I think are good guys, wait until the day after the character comes out and the ones I pull for. Because those are the ones I like, right? If I don't pull for them, I don't think they're going to work for me. They might work for you still. Like, I don't pull for Hina or Roland. I saw them everywhere, but they're not going to work for me. You know, I'd have to build a full team if I got Hina. You know, Roland is kind of one-man bands. I think they're strong, but they don't work for me. But is he broken? What, Tyrese? I wouldn't say so. I would say it's going to be reasonably hard to get him to hit hard. You'd have to have your kit, like, you don't have to have the pieces already in place. But I think I can make him hit hard. His base attack should be really good though. You saw what I just got on Titan without 1535s. I had 110k. Right? That was with Dale, but I had 110k. I reckon I could get like 125 to 130k minimum on... I mean, I can actually just work it out. I can just work it out, right? Because if I go to the same team... and... Crag should effectively have the same base stats, right? To a certain extent. Crag's base attack is 3k lower, okay? 3.5k lower than what Tyrese is going to be. And Crag in this team has 130k. Now, Crag does get a boost from somewhere else. He gets the that boost there. All teammates get 10% attack. All rebel teammates get an additional 15% attack. So he gets the 15% attack here. But I think this one, doesn't he give strong characters boosts? I'm going to have to go for the bit of a bigger boost on that. For the strength. I was not really like using this character. It's going to be even bigger. 140k. It really depends on the team. Like I said, it depends on the team. Like this team's got no 1535s, just leader. And I've got 120k on Titan, who's old school. Base attack of 30k. So he's going to have like a 30% increase on Titan's base. Does that mean a 30% increase on the end? It could be more, honestly. He could be up to like 150, 160, 170k damage with this team. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I would like to think the new tie is a Titan 2.0. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. Although I'd even say, like, I know it's obvious the 2.0 means he's better, right? But, like, I mean, he is drastically better. That no reflect is just so key. Like, that's the... Like, up until that point, I was like, okay, he looks good. I could probably get away with still using Titan. The second that no reflect came in, I was like, okay, well... Okay. Put beta in, okay, yeah. I'm near marketing. I mean, I've heard this like rhetoric quite a bit. I just preview a character. That's all I do. Is preview a character. Nothing else. The only reason I wanted to do this was so that people understood how good a character is before they bought it. Because there were people who were like, they didn't understand how good a character was before they bought it, because they couldn't see how it was utilized, how things worked, how their rush actually happened. And that's why I asked Scope if I could do it. Because I saw they had someone else from another game doing it. Did you put beta in there, you said, right? But their WWE game, they had someone doing those. And it's obviously good for the creator because they just get to make content. I don't, like, the thing is, I don't need to hype up their character. The characters get bought no matter what. And there are plenty of people who don't watch my videos and just screenshot my content and still buy the characters, so they don't need me for that. Let's see. See beta. I don't know how high I've got beta actually. Did I already pass him? Okay. His base is 3250. 500. And if we just give him that ransack weapon, I think we'd want to get a 50% attack weapon on him, right? Yeah. 50% attack. But again, he's going to get a boost on this character. I think this character's even getting a boost in here, right? All Whisperer's Allegiance get 10% attack. So he's getting a little bit of a boost here. No 1535s though, like I say. We put a 1535 in his hands. Drastically goes up because all the multipliers start coming in. I mean, we could sacrifice a ransack on somebody. Does his rush crit? No. Okay. Wait, did I read that right? No, it doesn't. See you there, Willy Boss. Would this Tyrese be good with Heng Yen or no? I don't really see any direct synergy between them. Doesn't mean they can't work together. It just means I don't really see any direct synergy. Like, I don't really see any synergy between these three characters and Tyrese. The only reason I'm using these characters is because we've got Dale, and they'd all get a bonus. The more strong characters, I get a bigger bonus on Tyrese. You know, that's it. And they can all hold ransack weapons. Yeah, like they've got them inbuilt or whatever. Yeah. Like you said in your vid with the BP weapon. I mean, if you look at my Battle Pass preview video, I just go over it. Sometimes I do talk about how important some characters can be and how good they can be utilized. Like, for instance, I did one about Laura, and it was the second time she came around, and I said you need to get Laura. I think that was the first time I ever did that. With the Battle Pass weapon, it was more about the potential of it. I really like the Faction Assault weapon. I think it's really good. The fact that there's a strong version effectively available right now. Some people just might miss it. I know I've seen people just write stuff off, but they're willing to spend. So if they're spenders and they'd be willing to spend and they're spending their money in a bad place, and I just say, hey, this Battle Pass weapon is actually like potentially really, really amazing, it's a better place to spend their money. It's just as simple as that. Now, will it work with Tyrese? I mean, it will, but would I use it on him? Would I use it on him? If he was decap, almost definitely. But I gotta keep those characters down somehow. I don't know. Gotta keep those characters down. Now I'm talking about Halo characters. Because Tyrese can normalize payback and Heng Yen can what? You can only normalize ones without normalize resistance though. And Halo, Heng Yen can nuke. Heng Yen can nuke anyway. The issue is I think the issue right now in the game is all the support characters are free to play. And free to play is generally quite average in terms of like, they might have like, I've always said this, 1 or 2 strings to their bow. Like Julie has 1 or 2 strings to her bow. She is very good with those strings, and most free to play characters are. Like Dale's strings are amazing, but he only has 1 or 2 of them. Whereas like someone with like Trader we're talking about before, guy has like 6 strings on that bow and 3 replacement strings just in case those ones break. That's why he's still rolling so heavily, you know? I know this is going to sound crazy. I think as OP as Zachary was, he had the better potential of being balanced than most characters, because the rest of his kit after the bleed wasn't that crazy. He had absolute defense passive, which was annoying, and then he had Guardian Shields, and the Guardian Shields got like buffed later. If his bleed was more balanced and it wasn't just such crazy levels of bleed, I think it could have been okay. Or if it only did it to like 3 enemies instead of the entire team. His kit was fairly balanced except for that bleed was just crazy. I guess maybe you'd think that if you released a character where only one thing in their kit was really powerful, it'd be easy to counter it, but man, it was not. It was not. I mean, I still use him now. I've actually used him in a team recently and it's still really powerful. Because even if it's only like 25, 35k bleed off of turn 1, if you have him in the right team, you can get full team burn with Akira now, and it's like Can just do 100k damage turn 1. Zachary is balanced by today's standards, but it was a nightmare. No, I mean, I'm talking about in his design. In terms of his scale, it was unbalanced. Like, the bleed was too high, right? We can all agree on that. But his design is fairly balanced in that his bleed was the most powerful part, but the rest of it wasn't, like, too crazy. His specialist skill wasn't too nuts. Even his roll was damage roll, and I don't think he got any boosts on that because his rush deals damage, his signature move deals damage, and it would only boost his basic attacks. It would not boost the bleed. This is nice, but it takes a really long time to get going. So I think overall his kit was fairly balanced. It's just the scale of the bleed was way too high. I brought it up, honestly. See, I didn't even. This is what I tiered up on my one. I didn't need to tear up anything else. Nimble and Bloodbath, nothing else. Agility didn't make any difference. Attack versus fast characters, it was just kind of like eh. But when I first heard about this character, I said, like, I did the calculations instantly when they read me the numbers in the character design, and I just said that's going to be an entire character's HP on attack team. They're just going to die instantly. Turn 1. I did say, like, I warned them. I warned him. Okay, let's see the other attack stats. Let's have a look. Okay, so you've got 3k more than him. I think it's just like a 10% boost, right? It's going to have more than her, right? Only 1k more than Sophia. Sophia has really high base attack. I guess the limitation on her stuff is that she can't crit. That's also worth noting with Tyrese. He crits, so his stuff is always going to scale. He's going to get stronger as the new weapons come out, whereas Sophia isn't. 55% attack is the highest attack stat you can get, and that's all she can get a boost with. 1535. Maybe she could get like a improved 1535 in her hands. You know, she could maybe get her attack stat up to like 200k eventually, but she's going to be just so limited. That's the issue with her. She's still really powerful, and I think she's kind of got buffed with Julie, but that's about it. If a free-to-play ever matches a pay-to-play, they get nerfed. I think I've only ever seen one character get nerfed, and I think it was more, in Scopely's mind at least, a fix, but like it wasn't working how it was originally intended to work, and that was the OG, one of the OG versions of Wanderer. I didn't have him. But yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever seen a character get nerfed. There was a fix on a character called Michonne, where she was doing twice the amount of damage she should have been doing. Like, it said 400% and she was doing 800% or something like that. I mean, they didn't even have to announce that. They could have just fixed her, but they announced it. Am I going to use Julie? I'm probably going to try and utilize her in a team with Sophia. I think she's going to work really good with Sophia. Now, are there any teams out there that still have massive bonus HP? Sure. Sure there are. What about Andrea 2K? I think she got buffed. They originally did nerf her, I agree though. But she eventually got buffed. Like, her change was a buff, I think. But the original, like, oh, she's not meant to work like this, change it thing. It's like, nah, that's how she was meant to work. That's how it's always worked. But then eventually she did get buffed. So it's not too bad. Because like when attacking, apply 25% of this fighter's attack as burn to up to 2 enemies for 2 turns. So she still does the good stuff. Hey, what's up, Basham? How you doing? Hope your day's going well, man. Going good. Kira's actually good in this as well because he's just going to be giving Halo to people, which is nice. You think Zachary can still be used in more defense? I use him in a attack team, yeah. Zachary can definitely still be used. I can show you my attack team where I use him. I used this a bit in war fairly recently. And I actually used it against Davy teams, strangely enough. Strangely enough. And it's not too bad, you know, it's not too bad. I think I'll just full reflect team. Seems like it. It's not too bad. This character is obviously a problem, but I think I'd put Tyrese in this team now. Like, I didn't know what to do with the last slot. I put Carl there. I don't think Carl needs to be there. The only problem I've got is my Akira doesn't gain much AP. I'm not really sure what I can do about this. You know? Like, what can I do about no AP on Akira? I have to start attacking. And I do like the burn. Huh, how did I get that up to 107k? How have I got that up to 107k? Oh, I'm going to be getting the burn buffed constantly by Zachary. That's actually fun. That's actually kind of fun. 460%. That's actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. Didn't think about that. But yeah, I think that's what I'd do. I'd probably switch him out for Tyrese now. The normalize is really good. The no reflect is really good. In that team, I'd probably have him with a increased chance to stun weapon though. So he'd have 4 hits at 60% chance to proc a stun. Which would be the Louisville bat, right? I think so. But if you build the team correctly, you can get some nice boosts. I need to rebuild my Zachary though. He's kind of all over the place. Let me just check something, guys. I might have a giveaway to do on stream today. Okay, going to be giving away some advanced tokens, guys. Only to you guys live on the stream. 10,000 advanced tokens. Let me see. And then let me see. Go enter on this video, guys. And the entry phrase is, the weirdest character in RTS is, and type their name. And then we'll do a rollout on website. Keyword filter. Okay, I'll give you a chance to enter. If you want to enter. Okay, do it on that video that I linked, Christian. What's up, Dan? Welcome to the stream. Just in time for a giveaway. If you want to enter, you have to go to that video that I linked and type the weirdest character in RTS is, and then put the character that you think that is. If you don't put a character and you just type the weirdest character in RTS is, I'm going to re-roll you guys, just FYI. Like, no laziness. None of that laziness. Don't have any of that laziness around here. Okay, let me know if you've entered, guys. Just tell me in the chat if you've entered. The weirdest character in RTS is Lockdown, the guy who tells the enemy team how to get... Yeah. Okay. Entered. Cool. And we're going to roll it out then. We're going to roll it out. Continue. We have got 5 entries. We've got a 20% chance of winning, guys. 20% chance of winning. The winner's going to be... Jitballs. The weirdest character in RTS is Brutus. Jitballs is always like just randomly getting these giveaways. Just lurking in the shadows constantly. 20% for the win. Or not so much. The weirdest character. It's not. Brutus is not so weird, I guess. Just a bear. Just a bear. Okay, make sure you message me on Discord. I do better when the odds are stacked again. Double digit chances. This is bad for me. Bruce isn't weird. He's cool. Yeah, I agree. And this thick boy, congrats. You could get a free membership from Christian. I do appreciate that gifted membership, man. That's the... Is that the second one you've done today? I believe you've done one in my earlier stream, so I do appreciate it. Could have said Gov2K, could have said any of the 2K characters, like Eugene 2K. It's got to be the weirdest character, man. It's got to be. Look at the dudes. Look at this dude. Come on, man. Like, yeah. This guy wins it hands down. Hands down. Absolutely hands down. Oh goodness. I never win giveaways. You haven't won giveaways for a while. You did go on some mad streak once upon a time.
Sounds good.
But yeah, you haven't won one for a while. I'm happy I didn't win this one after my entry. Okay, good. Yeah, but make sure you message me on Discord, Jitballs. Just get your previous inbox message to me to the top of my inbox, because I get messaged quite a lot. It's hard to search for people a lot of the time. I said Dale because he gives everyone else camo but himself like he's meant to die. Yeah, that is honestly weird. I'll give you that. It's strange that he doesn't give himself camo. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, it's honestly weird. Like, Sophia does the same, but she gives herself a guardian shield, so it's like fair, air quotes. But yeah, otherwise, very weird. Very weird indeed. I think I'm going to wrap up my stream there, guys. I would have streamed for longer, but there's literally just nothing going on in the game right now. So it was just a bit more of a chilled out stream. There's nothing that's new today. Everything starts tomorrow. But on Monday I'll have some stuff to do. I'll save my roadmaps till Monday, and so on and so forth. I'll be streaming some War on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. I will hopefully have some really lucky pulls for you tomorrow, because I used up basically all of my unluckiness surely on doing my pulls for Akira, because I got 0 luck on Akira. No Akiras at all. I did get some of these other characters, but not really that many. I think I did already tear them up though. Let me just double check. I think I did tear up. Yeah, I tiered up Laura to LB3, which was nice. Something I need to do is just quickly get this dude up to grade 5. There we go. Okay, guys, time to end the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you want to see what is coming in this next event, check my channel. There should be some content on the channel for you to check out. Also, the characters that are involved to a certain extent. Tyrese is the Ultra for Father's Day, and Julie is the free-to-play for Father's Day. All the information and content is on my channel. Take care, though, guys. Have a good rest of your day. See you on Saturday for some warring. Enjoy the war that you do yourself. And as always, guys, as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.